Good morning, happy Monday, and welcome to The Distance. My name is Natalie Cabanas, and I am a CrossFit Level 1 trainer, and this is strength training, where we fine-tune major muscle groups in our body to develop strength that will help us when we are walking and we are running. If you are out there and you are one of my dedicated fans that have been with me since the beginning, I always want to say thank you and welcome back. I admire your consistency, your commitment, and your discipline. If you're somebody that's brand new and you're joining us for the first time, I want to give you a warm welcome. Put it in the chat, let us know you're new, and thank you again for joining us. Today, what kind of equipment are you going to need? You will need 2 weights. And if you don't have weights handy at your house, you can grab 2 water bottles, 2 jars, 2 anything that you can use that gives you a little bit of weight today. So go ahead and get that ready as I go over the schedule for today. What we will do is start off with a 5-minute warm-up, then we'll go into a 5-minute movement demonstration. I'll go over what the workout is today, and then we'll go into 10 minutes of work. I had to think about what I had on the docket. Excuse me, we've got a 10-minute workout today. Then we will end with a couple stretches and a couple announcements, and I'll send you on your way so you can have a productive Monday. So let's get after it. All right, first up, we're gonna start off with our warm-up 5 minutes. Excuse me. Gotta get my throat right this morning. We're gonna kick things off with a 1-minute run. So go ahead and make sure you have some space. I'm gonna turn up the music and we're gonna get started. All right, you guys ready? Let's go. 1 minute running in place. We are just warming things up. You guys know me. I like to run a little bit around whatever space I have. You can either run in your space or just run in place. Anything to get you moving. 30 more seconds. Just warming things up. Shake out those arms. Next up, we've got 30 seconds of inchworms. 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. Remember an inchworm, we're reaching for our toes, walking out into a plank position, walking back in. Standing up, squeeze those glutes at the top. Try to walk in as close to your feet as you can. All right, next up we've got 1 minute of jumping jacks. Ready, and begin. Remember to stretch those arms all the way overhead. Land softly on your feet. 30 more seconds. If jumping jacks are too much for you, you can always do step-asides. Whatever works. 20 seconds. All right, next up, we're going to down dog on the ground. So go ahead and get into a tabletop position. So all fours. From here, all you're gonna do is push up onto your feet. Push your head through your shoulders. Come back down. Head through your shoulders. Come back down. Head through your shoulders. Come back down. All right, go ahead and stay down in this position. We've got mountain climbers. So bring that knee to that elbow. 30 more seconds. And we're done with that movement. Next up, we've got 30 seconds of high knees. Stand nice and tall. Bring those knees straight up. You can do these nice and slow like I'm doing them, or you can do them quick. Either way, we're looking just to keep our chests up. As you lift your leg up, think about the contraction in your abs. So not just thinking, bringing my leg up, but think about bringing your leg up with your ab. All right, next up, 30 seconds of squats. Feet should be shoulder width apart, toes pointed slightly out. Send those hips straight back. Keep that chest up. Knees are aligning in track with your toes as you go down, meaning keep those knees out. 10 more seconds. Squeeze those glutes at the top. 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Let me turn my music down. Great job, great job. Our warm-up is done. Awesome. So now we're going to move on to our demonstration portion of today. So I have something in store for you guys that I'm excited about. So I've got you for 2 more weeks. We're doing our workout today and then our workout next Monday, and that will actually be the last of these classes. So I wanted to try something different that we haven't done before, following in line with CrossFit and teaching you guys something new. So in CrossFit, there's these things that we do called hero WODs. What is a WOD? A WOD is a workout of the day. What is a hero WOD? It is done in memory of a fallen soldier. So there's a number of different hero WODs that have been created in memory of different soldiers. And today we're going to do the one that's called DT. So the CrossFit Hero WOD DT is in honor of USAF SSgt Timothy P. Davis. He was 28. He was killed on February 20th, 2009, supporting operations in his vehicle, and it was struck by IED. So he is survived by Megan, his wife, and 1-year-old son TJ. And the idea behind these workouts is they're usually long and grueling. And the idea is that when you're doing them, it's to continue to think about, who they're for, like who are they in memory for? And it's a celebration of who they were, their life, et cetera, et cetera. So today we're going to do a miniature version of DT. But all the same, I want you guys to think about when it gets hard today, remember why we're doing it. And really that anytime anybody does this workout anywhere, it's a celebration of these soldiers' lives and kind of a dedication to them and a thank you for their service. So keep that in mind today. All right, so what is the workout? We're doing 3 different movements. 1, a deadlift, 2, a hang power clean, and 3, it really is a push jerk, but today we're going to do a push press because it's going to be a little bit easier to explain. So our first movement, deadlift. We are familiar with this. This time we are going to be doing it with 2 weights. If you don't have 2 weights, I'll demonstrate how to do it with 1. So remember with our deadlifts that the head of the dumbbell has to start on the ground. So our feet are shoulder width apart, our chests are up, our shoulders and hips are going to rise at the same time until we get to our knees. And then at that point, we're going to squeeze our glutes and we're going to stand straight up. On the way back down, the first thing we're going to do is shoot our hips back until we get to our knees. And then as soon as we get there, we're going to descend our hips and shoulders at the same time. So full speed, it's going to look like this. You'll notice that I'm holding the dumbbell heads down because really only one part of the head has to touch the ground. You can hold them like this. It's up to you. This is just a little bit more efficient. If you only have 1 weight today, no worries. We're still going to figure out how to do this workout for you. if you only have one dumbbell, then you could use the head of it and just hold it like so. And put it in between your feet and do the same movement. All right? Okay, let's see. Movement number 2 is a hang power clean. So in order to begin that movement, notice the name, it starts with hang, so you've got to start from the hang position. What is the hang position? Basically, you're going to do a deadlift. So we're going to go ahead and deadlift those dumbbells up. Once you get to this position, what you're going to do is send your hips straight back. So you're going to load those hamstrings. Notice my chest is up. I didn't bend my knees. I shot my hips straight back. From here, I'm going to extend and stand straight up and bring those dumbbells to my shoulders. One more time. Notice the dumbbells are resting, the heads are resting on my shoulders. I'm using my glutes, I'm squeezing them. That's where the power is coming from. I'm not just swinging my body back and forth. This is a controlled movement with my glutes, standing straight up and having nice and fast elbows. So that's 1 rep. This is the hang position just above my kneecaps and then exploding up. So we've got, that's the next movement. And then the final movement for today is a push press. So again, you're gonna need those dumbbells. They're gonna start off at my shoulders. From here, we're gonna do 1 dip and 1 drive. So my dip's gonna be about an inch and a half, no more. So not a squat, but a dip. So a dip, and then I'm gonna explode up. After I explode up and stand completely up, I'm gonna use the momentum from that to push these dumbbells up. So dip, drive, dip, drive. Notice that I'm not dipping and driving at the same time. I'm using the momentum, again from my hips, that are, I didn't even push the dumbbells up that time. That was clearly momentum. You should feel the dumbbells become weightless for a moment because all of your power is literally coming from your hips. Did you know that our glutes are the largest muscle group in our body? So we want to utilize them today to do all of these movements. So remember, it's all in the hips. Big hip drive to move these dumbbells around. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate a miniature round of what this workout's going to look like. So what is it? It's going to be every 2 minutes for 5 rounds. We're going to do 12 deadlifts, 9 hang power cleans, and 6 push press. So the idea here is to try to string all of these things together in those 2 minutes and then take a break afterwards. So do your best to try to hold on to these weights. If you need at any time to drop them, that's okay. But again, the goal would be to hang on to them, and I'll explain that. Okay, so I'm going to do a test round to show you guys what this is supposed to feel like. All right, I'm going to kick things off. I've got my 12 deadlifts, so here we go. These are going to start on the ground for number 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're going to speed it up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, pretend I just did my 12th deadlift. I'm hanging on to these because now I'm going to go straight into the hang position. So then from here, this is number 12. And starting that first hang power clean. If you put your dumbbells down in between your 12th deadlift and your first hang power clean, you're actually doing 13 deadlifts, which we want to avoid, right? Because you have to deadlift these up to get it into the hang power clean position. So like I said, try to hold on to these dumbbells. So right now I just did my first hang power clean. We're going to speed things up again, pretend like I just did my 9th hang power clean. So look, now I'm in my position to do my push press. If I put my dumbbells down between my 9th hang power clean and my first push press, I'm going to have to deadlift them again, so that gives me deadlift number 14. And then I'm going to have to hang power clean them, which gives it number 10 instead of number 9, wasted energy. And now I'm going to go into my first push press, okay? So do you guys see? The idea is to try to hold on to the weights the whole time so that you set yourself up for your next movement and you minimize the time of doing extra reps when you don't need to. So hopefully that was clear. All right, let's get back into things for today. All right, so I already went over this, but just in case it wasn't clear, hopefully you've tried each one of those movements right now. I'll give you guys a second to get everything in order. But again, we're doing a miniature version of the workout DT every 2 minutes for 5 rounds. So it's going to be 10 minutes total. We're going to do 12 deadlifts, 9 hang power cleans, and 6 push press. So we're going to do all of that, and then whatever time is left in our 2 minutes, we're going to rest. And then we're going to kick things off at the 2-minute mark again. Okay? Let me get my timer set up. Give me about a minute or two, and then we will kick things off. All right. All right. Hopefully you've got your weights by now. All right. Everybody ready? I'm excited for this one. Remember, try to hold on to those weights the entire time. Know that rest is coming, so that's always a good thing to look forward to, right? And remember, when times get tough, remember we're doing this in honor of a fallen soldier. So let's do it in memory of him. Okay, here we go. Remember, start our watches. We've got a 10-second countdown. Turn the music up. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1, and go. 12 deadlifts. Keep that back nice and tight. For me, going straight into those hang power cleans. Here we go. All right, going to those 6 push press. All right, so we've got 50 seconds of rest. Nice work, guys, nice work. So depending upon whether you have light dumbbells or heavy dumbbells or whatever your weight is, that will definitely affect how fast you're doing each one of these rounds. So I have 10-pound weights, so that's why I think I finished a little bit earlier than expected. Ideally is that you'd have at least 30 seconds of rest. But, all right. 25 more seconds. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Think about, what did that first round feel like? Anything you need to improve on this second round? Kind of really want to focus on our form and our technique since we are doing some weightlifting. All right, guys, we've got 8 seconds. Get set up. Get ready for those 12 deadlifts. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Remember, back should be nice and tight. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Remember, 12 deadlifts. Hold on to those dumbbells into 9 hang power cleans. Shoot those hips back. Bring those dumbbells up. Hold on to those dumbbells. 6 push press. 1 dip, 1 drive. Lock out those arms overhead. Good job, guys. 50 seconds. When you're doing your push press, make sure that when you lock out overhead, you hold for a second to show control. If you're wobbling around up there, that's not good. You want to make sure you lock out completely and show yourself control, and then bring that dumbbell back down. All right, we've got 30 seconds. I'm gonna walk it off. Deep breath in. Exhale. 20 seconds. We're moving on to round number 3. It's good to have everybody this morning. We're joined by 5 people. So know that you're not doing this alone. We're out here together. All right, guys, 5 seconds. Line up with your weights. Starting off with those 12 deadlifts. 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, squeeze those glutes at the top. Hold on to those weights. Go straight into your cleans. Shoot those hips back. Squeeze those glutes together. Explode up. Quick elbows. Abs should be nice and tight. All right. 6 push press. 1 dip, 1 drive. Lock out overhead, show control. Back into your next one. Whew, good job, guys. That is round number 3. We've got 50 seconds of rest. We've got 2 more rounds. So if you're wondering what the actual DT workout is, it is 5 rounds for time, but it's not based on every 2 minutes. It's just 5 rounds for time, as fast as you can go. And it's actually with a barbell, not with dumbbells. And I think the weight for guys is, I could look it up. I think it's like 155. It's something crazy. Let me look it up. Hold on, just to tell you guys. For giggles. Yeah, 155 for guys. I think it's 105 for ladies. It's nuts. It's crazy. All right, get ready. 5 seconds. Back to our deadlifts. Here we go. And begin. Round number 4. Let's make it a good one. Deadlifts, straight into our hang power cleans. Send those hips straight back and explode up. Rest that dumbbell head on your shoulder. Control it. Nice and fast elbows. I think I did an extra one, but that's okay. Straight into our push press. 1 dip, 1 drive. Show control. Good job, guys. 50 seconds. We've got 1 more round. Good job today. Definitely feel my heart rate up. Hopefully yours is. Sweating, that's how you know you're getting some good work in. So we've got 1 more round. Try to make this one your best. Whether that means focusing more on your technique or maybe speeding things up a little bit just so you'll sweat a little bit more. Each round has been taking us about 1 minute and 10 seconds, or at least taking me that long. So maybe this time I try to finish in 1 minute. Just try to make it your best. We've got 10 seconds. Get ready. Starting those deadlifts again. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. As you do these deadlifts, you should have your abs nice and tight. If I came up to punch you in the stomach, that's how you know your abs are flexed, because you'd be ready and prepared for that, and it wouldn't hurt. Remember, hold on to these weights. Go straight into your hang power cleans. Shoot those hips straight back, explode in your glutes. Five for me, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, last bit, 6 push press, dip, drive, show control. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. All right, keep working if you have a couple more reps. You got 50 seconds. I'll call it out just in case there's anybody still working out there. I know if I had heavier weights, definitely would have taken me a little bit longer. You got 40 seconds. Keep working if you're out there. Don't stop. This is the last round. You can do it. 30 seconds. Come on, guys. Keep it up. We're out here working. Everybody else is probably still sleeping. Whew. Don't forget to stop your watch if you had started it. 20 seconds. Finish it out all the way, guys. Glutes are burning. That is great. Oh my gosh, Alicia, I'm so proud of you. That means that you are actually doing this right because you were utilizing those muscles. So that's great. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. All right. Great job, everybody. Let's end with a couple announcements and then one movement, and I will send you guys on your way. All right, so since our glutes are burning, let's stretch those out a little bit. Let's do a piriformis stretch. Let me turn my music down so you can hear me. And also I'm gonna adjust this camera so you can see me a little bit better too. All right, we're gonna hit the ground. Legs straight out in front of us, just like so. Let's start with our right leg. We're gonna cross it over our left. I'm gonna bring my heel closer towards my body, just like so. I'm gonna take my right arm and grab it around my knee. Same thing with my left arm, and then I'm gonna pull it towards my body. As you do this, you should really feel it in your glutes. We're stretching our piriformis. I just like to bring my knee as close as I can to my body and just kind of sit there. So feel free just to sit here 20, 30 seconds. We're gonna switch it up and do the same thing on the other side. All right, let's switch it up. So now bring your left foot across your right leg. Take your left arm first, wrap it around that knee, right arm, wrap it around that leg, and then pull into your body. Sometimes I have to readjust to get a good grip, but either way, you should be feeling it right here in your glute. Big deep breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Be proud of the work you guys accomplished today. All right, one other thing you could do to kind of stretch out your hips and your glutes, put your feet towards each other, face them towards each other, bring them close into your body, and as you do this, actively push them down towards the ground. Try to keep your back nice and straight, not hunched over. As you do this, you can definitely feel this in your hips. Sometimes I like to use my elbows and push them down towards the ground. That's a good stretch as well. You can put your feet out in front of you and your hands straight ahead, and also just reach for those feet. We were working our hamstrings through our deadlifts, so this is a good stretch to feel it in your hamstrings as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me today. Remember, you can join my coworker, Justin Gaiman, on Wednesdays for his plyometrics workout. Again, this is our second to last week. So we've got workouts this week, we've got workouts next week, and then all the workouts that we've ever done will just live on YouTube. So you can always find those coming up when we won't be doing live classes anymore. So remember, we always welcome feedback. Email us at thedistance@atlantatrackclub.org. We're happy to hear what you like, what you don't like, anything that you wish we were doing that we're not doing. We want to know about it. If you think somebody would benefit from this workout, please just take the link and send it to them in a text message or over social media. I think that we all could use a little positive encouragement during this continued time of social distancing. And last but not least, you can stay up to date on all things from the distance by following atlantatrackclub.org on social media. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys. Super important if you want to see all the content that we're continuing to push out. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, thanks so much. It's 8:31, perfect timing. You go and have a productive Monday. I'll see you next week for our final live workout Monday strength training class.